Hi, thanks for joining in today. Today, I want to talk about how to be intentional every day. Life is a gift that we have from God, and we have to decide what we want to do with our lives. And one of the things I've realized is that, most often we spend our lives doing things and not asking ourselves why we're doing these things. And sometimes it feels like we are living life on other people's terms because we are seeking to be like other people. We want to imitate other people. We want to go about or go after the things that other people are doing or the things that other people love doing. And today I want to talk to you about how to be intentional every day. When you learn to live an intentional life every day, you're deciding to live life on your own terms. And when you live life on your own terms, you are going to create your own meaning. You're going to create purpose, and you would enjoy living your life because you're living life on your own terms. And that's really what it should be. We don't have to be like other people. We just have to be ourselves, and we just have to just make sure we create the best impact possible and leave a legacy in this world. And so without further ado, let's dive in and talk about ways you can live an intentional life every day. The very first thing is you have to be mindful of the media you consume. Many of us get up every day and we are seeking to be informed. And with social media being present now, and of course with so many of these platforms, we are always overwhelmed with the kind of information we get. And sometimes social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram can be very addictive. And so you still have the traditional sources of media. For someone who wants to be intentional, when you get up, and the first thing is you want to have a time to reflect about your own life, and then you want to be informed about the things that are going on. We're going to talk about reflection later on, but the very first thing I want to talk about is just make sure before you go in and start to scroll down on the pages of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, just set some limits for yourself. Be intentional. What is it you want to get, and how long do you want to spend on that platform? And just be someone who is going after something. Don't go after nothing, because if you go after nothing, then you're going to be drifted and tossed around like the waves of the sea. So you don't want to do that. So make sure you set boundaries when you want to consume your news, especially on social media, because it is highly addictive. Things that are highly addictive, they always take away our precious time. So the very first thing is be mindful of the media you consume. Even the TV can also be addictive. Sometimes we just spend endless hours watching TV. And somebody said, instead of watching people become famous, you can decide also to use your time to become famous. The people who watch on TV have spent time, training in becoming who they are today for us to be able to watch them and enjoy the entertainment or the information they bring to us. And so you can also decide that you're not just going to here to see other people become famous and rich, but you too can become famous and rich in the right way. And the second thing today we want to talk about on how to become intentional every day is that you have to make up your mind to show kindness. Make up your mind that you're going to be kind to other people. Make up your mind that you want to be generous to other people. When I talk about kindness, I'm not really talking about being kind in the way we maybe reach out to people materially, but we can be kind to people with our words. We can be kind to people with the way we appreciate people. We reach out to people and encourage people. Show some kindness. A little kindness would always be good, and it always goes around. When you're kind to one person, they will be kind to the next person, and it becomes like a kind of cycle, and of course a vicious cycle that cannot be easily broken. And so make up your mind to be kind. It's not something that's going to happen by chance. It's something that you can decide that You want to be kind, and that is really part of being intentional. Intentional people make up their minds to show kindness. They make up their minds to demonstrate kindness to other people. And this comes with the way they use their words, and also much more in the way they can reach out to other people with a little they have materially. So that's the second point today. And now we're going to move on to talk about the next thing, which is do something that brings joy in your heart. As someone who is seeking to be intentional every day, one of the things that's going to help you in this is to really not just be about the hustle of that everyday life brings, going to work and just sticking to those deadlines and completing assignments. But you can do something that brings some joy to your heart. You can find that one thing that is going to make you happy and do it every day. So this can be something completely out of your normal professional life. It can be something that just breaks that routine and it makes you really feel happy. So find something that brings joy in your heart and do it every day. It could just be spending time with someone you love. It could be, just cooking your favorite food. It could just be visiting a friend or a family. Find something that brings joy in your heart and do it every day. It could just be spending time calling someone you've not spoken to in a long time and having a connection. And it could just be sharing with someone and encouraging someone. There are tons of things that can bring joy to your heart depending on where you are headed with your life. So find that one thing and do it every day. And next, think before you buy. Always ask the why question. Why are you buying this? If you earn, for instance, if you're in Cameroon and you earn, say, 30,000 at the end of the month, if you decided to buy a shoe for 25,000, you are spending almost a month's wage, and that's your life, right? Your savings, and that's something you worked for. So is it really something worth spending your month's salary on? You have to ask yourself, why am I buying this? Is it something that adds value to my life? Is it something that I absolutely need? And if there is one aspect of our lives that we have to be intentional about, it is how we manage our finances. A lot of us, when we start to make a salary or a wage, we become too excited to the point where we forget that we have to plan how to manage these resources. Part of being intentional is planning, and part of planning is asking yourself, do I really need this? Why am I buying this? So ask the why question before you spend any dime, any penny, any franc, just ask the why question before you really buy something. And even if it feels so tempting and you feel like you cannot do without it, and it is something you absolutely need, as someone who is intentional, still ask why am I buying this? When you eventually buy it with this question in your mind, you're going to love and enjoy what you've bought. And the next thing is listen actively. If there is something really that we have to be intentional about, it is how to listen actively. A lot of us, we just listen passively. We just listen to contribute. We listen to react. But we can listen to be able to empathize. We can listen and be able to just show people that we care. Active listening is listening with all your senses. Really make up your mind to be someone who's intentional about life, someone who's intentional about everything they do. Don't put your life in autopilot. Don't live life on other people's terms, but live life in your own terms. Practice to live an intentional life every day, and live life when you live life in your own terms, you will create meaning and purpose. And thank you for listening today. May God bless you.